From a creator's perspective, what happens? Is it just you go down and then Marvel's like, we need you in an hour to go on a panel?
No, I mean usually that's all worked out ahead of time, right? Like you know your schedule before you go, yeah, I mean it's fun. I tend to do signs at the Hero Initiative booth as well, here's the PSA for the day. The Hero Initiative is a great organization that provides financial assistance for creators, you know, folks whose work we have grown up on, who may be down on their luck these days for various reasons, and the Hero Initiative steps in and provides money, and so and they do signings and fundraisers and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm always really happy to when they invite me to do stuff. So I'll probably do some of that. Yeah, I mean, the other great thing about San Diego, though, and with all these cons, is that it's also a place, one, where I get to just, you know, sit and do the signings and talk to fans, get a sense of how people are enjoying the stuff. And then I also get to hang out with other creators and folks like yourself, you know, other folks who are involved in business in one way or the other.
Date.
Yeah. Awesome. You know, which is great. I mean, the crazy thing is that most of the people I've worked with in comics, I've never met face to face. Like most of the artists, you know, like Carlo Pagulayan, who did so much of Planet Hulk, lives in the Philippines. I never saw a picture of him until like 3 months ago. You know? Wow. And this is a guy who's
what does
like,
he look like?
He's very fine.
He's gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous.
No, yeah, I mean he's but you know, and it works out. I mean, it works out fine. I mean, you totally work that way. And Carlo's like one of my favorite people to work with. I love working with him. But it's really nice when you can actually meet somebody face to face. I mean, Aaron Lopresti, who did kind of the other big chunk of Planet Hulk, we got to hang out at, I think it was Wizard World LA before we ever started working together. And you know, we just hung out for like half an hour, but then we kind of had a little rapport. So later on, it was very easy for us to talk about stuff. So it's nice to be able to meet people face to face.
So which would you rather do if you had some downtime? Would you rather A, get a lightsaber, or B, get something signed by Chewbacca?
Those are your only two choices.
Those are my only two. I did something signed by Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Because the lightsaber is hard to fit in your luggage.
Would you get a lightsaber signed by Chewbacca?
That if I probably would, and then I'd have to just figure out the luggage situation.
That's a question.
Great. Yeah, the internet. Signed by Chewbacca.
We're actually doing 2 panels.
Yes.
Oh, wow. San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah,
They just
formally
announced
them.
Yeah, formally. This is very formal, you guys. First panel is if anybody's going down to San Diego Comic-Con, yes, or tell your friends. Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, actually, we are hosting a panel where I don't know how to phrase this other than they're announcing, although obviously we're announcing it right now.
Well, first off, it's a reunion panel for the greatest American hero.
Yeah!
And I grew up on that show, so did Pete, and many of you.
And I've never seen it.
And Pete, or Alex has never seen it, so he is going to sit in a cage.
And they're going to throw me treats, so it should be fun. Definitely check it out. They're actually going to, they've already announced this, but they're going to be officially announcing the comic book based on the greatest American hero there.
Awesome.
So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to have a comic book club panel on Saturday of the con, which is very cool. And we're going to have Scott Adsit from 30 Rock, who's been on the show before. We're also going to have Adam Rifkin, who has a new movie, National Lampoon's Homo Erectus, coming out. He also directed Detroit Rock City.
That sounds scary.
Yes, it is. So he's going to be on the panel. We also, in terms of comic book guests, we have Eric Powell, who is the creator of Lagoon. And we have Gabriel Rodriguez, who's the artist for Lock and Key, which is one of our favorite. So we're very
Have you
excited.
read that?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Excellent.
Very good.
Powell did this amazing one-shot of Hulk and Double Dinosaur. If you're a Powell fan, if you're a Hulk fan, don't you dare miss it. I mean, it's actually several years old. I don't know why I'm saying this. I just because you said his name.
No.
I feel compelled to praise him even though he's not here. But I just
Yeah, this art's really good.
Yeah, cool. So definitely tell your friends about that in San Diego, and if you are going to San Diego, we'll see you there. We'll also be running around the floor. Let's move on and talk about, we're doing a lot of DC stuff today, but Gotham City Pizza. Domino's has released a Gotham City Pizza to tie into The Dark Knight, which has 50% more pepperoni than regular pizza.
Woo! Yeah. I'll get on board with that.
You were saying you have a huge problem with this.
Well, it's more the commercial. It shows the Domino's pizza delivery girl getting all trashed by these villains, and she rolls up to the Joker's hideout, and a couple clown guys answer the door with masks on. She's like, "Tell the Joker he owes me a car." And watching that, I'm like, all you think about is like, well, Heath Ledger could have made this, but he's dead. So I think it's such a weird way to mark. Like, why not just make it something else? Because I feel like when you watch it, how can you not think of like, why wouldn't we see the Joker? Oh, it's because the actor has died.
Well, Heath Ledger's not going to do pizza, you know, like those commercials.
Well, maybe they spent other cars shooting around explosions. They could have got.
I don't. To be fair, I actually was reading about this commercial, and Christian Bale just came to the set of the Domino's Pizza thing, just hung out there, and he was like, "Can I be on camera?"
He's like, "Give me 50% more of that pepperoni. I deserve."
Actually, Christian Bale works for pepperoni.
Yeah.
Works for pepperoni.
Yeah.
Did you just make up that thing about him really good sense?
100%.
Yeah. Let's set for a commercial.
It is you're crazy guy. So.
Well, but my point is like all of the marketing seems so it takes you right out.
I definitely agree with you because I haven't had as much of a problem. You know, it's very hard to phrase when talking about this, I think. But certainly, I feel like Heath Ledger passing hasn't affected me in any way in terms of The Dark Knight, in terms of it being distracting to me.
Right.
That it's more like, clearly he's turned in a great performance. I'm really excited to see that. I'm really excited to see that as a tribute to him. However, when you see Reese's Pieces have been changed by the Joker, isn't that hilarious? It definitely distracts.
Yes. Takes the steam out of his last act as a living person, being like, "Hey, change those Reese's Pieces and then die." That's kind of messed up.
I don't know.
You guys like us talking about this?
No,
What about
no
the Hellboy
disrespect.
commercials?
Oh, those are funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying like there's no disrespect meant, but I'm saying the fact that these ads exist conjures up all of these thoughts and
Yeah,
images.
or like if you have like a comic book talk show talking about it.
Yeah, I know it's an issue. But the movie, I mean, it's big. The most hyped movie. It's gonna go insane. I think it's gonna be the biggest movie.
Yeah,
ever.
I'm gonna have a big Gotham City pizza, sit down and watch that movie.
You get it
I don't
back.
know if you can bring pizza in there.
Sure you can. You stuff it at your thing, roll it up.
With all that extra pepperoni.
Yeah, it's 50% more.
I'm bringing Christian Bale, he's gonna eat that pepperoni. He's buying
You can afford that.
Nah, I can't afford Christian Bale pepperoni.